It is time to assemble another pop-up card. With Valentine's coming up here shortly, I figured I would put out Valentine's love-themed pop-up card. And this is what we have for the February Patreon release. So we have a pop-up bouquet of flowers. And the flowers are actually little smiling hearts. So this is the card we will be assembling in this tutorial. If you would like the template and cut file for this card, make sure you check the links in my bio for the Patreon link if you'd like to join. So these are all the parts that you will get. So we got the backing, we got the bouquet parts, and we got our layered flowers and the bow. And obviously you want to start with getting all your folds ready. I should have did this beforehand, but here we are. Don't worry about that one later. All right, I think that's it. All right, so we're going to start with putting the, I don't know what you call that, the paper wrapping, I guess, around the bunch of flowers. I guess, I don't know what the term for that is, but that's where we're going to start. So we're going to start with you're going to have two white sort of triangle shapes, and you want to start with the bigger one. Why do I feel like I'm missing a piece? I think I am missing a piece. Oh, this is the bottom of the bouquet. So you want to start with this white one, and this is going to go, okay, so let's explain the backing here. So you have four actually. Four long ones and then two short ones. This is the bottom of the card with the short ones. So with this white one, you want to do the topmost slits. And when you put it through, I always have a hard time explaining this, but you want to bend the tab away from the middle of the card. Because if you bend it towards, so this is the middle of the card, the tab's going to stick out, and we don't want that. So you want to bend the tab away from the spine. So once that's through, I always like to put it through first and then put the tape on it. It's kind of a pain in the ass to put it through the slot with adhesive already on it. So we're just going to put some tape on the tab. Make sure it's centered on the crease there. Then we're going to put it on the other side. So once you get that first one in, You want to put your sheets together and square them up to make sure everything's lining up the way you want it to. And again, tab gets folded away from the spine. Just going to square that up. Fold that over. And now, take the big triangle. And that goes obviously in the big slot. All right, once you get them in there, you can just close it and it kind of puts itself where it needs to be. Again, square up your sheets. And that one will also be folded away from the middle or the spine. And you want to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. Put that one down, flip it over, make sure it's still square. So you can see it kind of coming together here. And now we're going to take the small bottom of the bouquet. That goes in the bottom small slits. And again, just get the tabs in there and then close it, and it kind of puts itself where it should be. Like that. Oops. That one popped out. So want it like that. There. And again, hold it in place. You always want to keep checking your square to make sure everything lines up right, because if it gets adhered crooked, it's going to close weird, it's going to open weird, it might tear. All right, so there's that. And now we can actually put this inside the card. So put your make sure it's nice and well taped on both sides so it stays together, doesn't want to pop off. So you always want to make sure you put your adhesive on the tabs and stuff around the slots so it doesn't want to pull up as you're opening the card. And I have a pro tip for if you do a lot of paper crafting and edge taping like this. This is actually a label back, a backing of a label, you know, it's to peel off for shipping. So it's got a shiny side and the dull side. So if you use the shiny side, nothing sticks to it. So that's what I'm using. So it's got tape on both sides, and if you can push as hard as you want, and it's just going to pop right off. And obviously, if you're going like on the very edge of it, It's nice, clean, right up to the edge. And there's nothing messy about it, and it comes off. It makes life so much easier. So that's a little pro tip for you for your paper crafting. All right, back to this. Make sure it's facing the right way and right side up. Making sure everything's square. Just hold it together and then put it in the spine of the card here like that. And then close that. Push it down to make sure everything there. We got our bouquet part. And now you're going to take your heart flowers. There's a short ones and long ones, and left and right, which is, it's kind of easy to discern which one's which. So it's got a flat side and a curved side. So obviously that's left and right. So those go like that. These are your long ones. You want to start, those are short ones. Start with the long ones, and that first piece we put in, they're going to go inside there. See if I can get this. So it's going to go like that. For a nice layered visual. Just going to tape them all up right away. Yeah, so on that inner, oops, grabbed the wrong one. Right there. Like that. Just close it to make sure it stays in place, and then repeat it with the other side. Oops, I put that one a little too high. A little too high. It's sticking out a little bit on the top. There we go. So there's our first layer done. And then we got to do the shorter front. That right there. That one's done. And the last one on the other side. Just like that. There, we are almost done already. We just got one more part to put in. So you always kind of want to check as you go to make sure everything's lining up. And the last part is put our bow on. So just fold it in the middle, and then fold these tabs underneath. And you want to put your glue, tape, whatever on this. That's the part that's gonna fold under. So while it's open, you want to make sure the middle of the bow lines up with the middle of your bouquet. And just basically you're going to lay it right there. Make sure it's lining up. And start with one left side or right side of the tab, doesn't really matter. Push one side down, and that'll line up the other side for you. There. Fold it closed, make sure everything's nice and attached. And there is your finished pop-up heart bouquet of flowers for Valentine's Day, anniversary, basically anything that needs a little love. So again, if you would like the cut files and graphics for this card, make sure you check out my Patreon. Link is in the bio. There's 2 tiers. The lower tier, you get imagery of the flowers, 2 seamless patterns. And then the next tier up, you get everything that and the pop-up card files and graphics. So if you make this card, make sure you post me or tag me on socials at Totally Poppin' on TikTok, Instagram. I'm trying to think where else. And let me see what you made. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. And if you have any suggestions for the next card. Take care.